Hi, Sudashan.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Have I pronounced your name correctly?
Yeah, it's Sudarshan.
Sudarshan.
Yeah.
Welcome. My name's Andy Chapman. I'm the chair for this session, and this is the judging panel for the 3 projects that have been chosen for the under the economy heading for the festival. So welcome. I'm the director or a director of the Economy for the Common Good in the UK, which is the UK arm of an international movement designed to promote an ethically based economic model. And also with me, hi, welcome Pazan. Can you hear me? Hello, Pazan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Andy Chapman. I'm the chair for this session. I was just introducing myself, and I was about to introduce my fellow judging panel members, Henry and Nicolette, who can perhaps say a little bit about themselves very briefly.
Hi, yes, welcome, and Sudashan and Pasang. My name's Henry Lusengore. I'm CEO and founder of Promoting Economic Pluralism, which is the organisation that put on the Festival for Change. Welcome, and I look forward to learning more about your fascinating project. Thanks.
Thank you, Henry. And Nicolette?
I'm Nicolette Boter. I'm a trustee promoting economic pluralism, so working with Henry, and background in sustainable development and business strategy, and a keen amateur musician. And I can't wait to hear more about what you're doing, Sebastian and Pasang.
Thank you, Nicolette. So welcome to you both, Sudashan and Pasang. And first of all, congratulations on getting this far.
Thank you.
Your project idea is very interesting and inspiring for us. And getting through the number of projects that have been submitted to this stage is a real achievement in itself. So so well done for that. What we're going to do is ask you. Oh, we're being joined by someone else. Hello, Ujjwal, can you hear me? Hello.
Ujjwal?
Can you hear us?
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Hello, welcome. I'm Andy Chapman. I'm the chair for this session. Could you, could I just check how I should pronounce your name, please?
Yeah, Ujjwal?
Yeah. Oh, one
So what's the pronunciation of your name?
Just so I get
What
it
you are
right.
telling?
Yeah, it's a Ujjwal, sir. It's a Ujjwal. Yeah.
Ujjwal.
Yeah.
Ujjwal.
Ujjwal.
Okay.
Ujjwal.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Ujjwal. Okay, so
Okay, welcome.
what we're going to do is just ask you to take about 5 minutes to present the project idea to us. And then when you've done that, we'll have a fairly informal conversation with you. We've got a few questions that we'd like to ask about it so that we understand it better.
Sure, sir.
And we'll need to finish just before, well, in about 25 minutes time, because we're on quite a
Sure,
particular time scale. Okay?
Sure.
So if you'd like to go ahead and yeah, tell us about Project Pusaka.
Yes, in Nepal, it is estimated more than 100,000 people have returned back from Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, losing their low-paid labor jobs only during this pandemic. Same situation is also within the country. Most of the people below the average income are from marginalized, discriminated ethnic groups from rural Nepal, whose major occupation is agriculture, but they are also hereditary musicians. Among them, females population are also equally participated in playing and singing traditional music and songs. It is estimated that Nepal had 1,300 plus traditional musical instruments, but Even Music Museum of Nepal has collected only 600 instruments till now. So the extinction behind our music is lack of interest on traditional music due to lack of income, also disconnection, and their illiteracy, and their lack of also good networking with the cities. So Baja Nepal was founded as a digital platform to connect traditional musicians from rural Nepal to national and international market. As we know the pain of ethnomusicians, as we are the children of those ethnomusicians. So we have already registered 300 musicians under our platform and partnered with government and government bodies, Music Museum, Nepal Tourism Board, and other partners for our B2B business model. Also, we are conducting the virtual musical events only during this pandemic to check whether our this business model works or not, virtual business model. And it is a two-sided marketplace like Amazon or eBay, but for ethnomusic related problem, where any customer can hire a musician or purchase the musical instruments made by our ethnomusic instrument makers, whereas musician or instrument can register themselves free of cost. We are also helping our rural musician ourselves for registration through partnership with the local government and local ambassadors to connect with them, as they may not know how to read and write and how to use our application. So in our preliminary market research, music events, ceremonies, wedding, in Hindu religion, wedding is celebrated is a big fat wedding we celebrate. It is a multi-million-dollar market. In present scenario, customers are also facing several pain points like trust issues, and different pain points are within the customer. So we believe that our platform has potential to fit in the market, making social impact to solve unemployment, caste discrimination, gender inequality, and obviously ethnomusic preservation as our ultimate goal. So ultimately to the identity of the nation, because culture is always related to the identity of the nation. So this is our journey to create 10,000 ethnomusic trainers in 5 years. So this is our journey to make the world ethnomusical. So thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. And my apologies, I think I got your project name wrong when I introduced you, so I do apologize for that. We've got a few questions that we'd like to ask you. I'd just like to start by asking you one myself, which is, can you just tell us a little bit more about the platform itself and how it either differs from or what it adds to, say, the stuff that could be done with existing technologies such as Facebook or other online platforms?
1 second, sir. There is a background noise. So pardon, sir,
did you hear my question?
That, yeah, I just got a little like, why not Facebook and other applications that are present now? But why you are, right. So that's the thing, that Facebook and most of the people are divided. Whether some people use the Facebook, some people, they are in the customers are also in the different platform. Customer are using different platform. So the first thing is that our platform is not for the customers. Our platform is for the customers, but for the musician, our musicians mainly do not use the application. They don't know how to read and write. They don't know how to use application. We have to partner with the local government. We have to hire our own ambassador so that they can go there. They can collect their demo sample of their music playing video and photo and their contact number. At least they use the mobile phone for calling. So we are just getting the contact of all those people, but ultimately we are going to the customers because we are trying to make this model sustainable. So we are going to the customers. The customers are divided. Some people do not use the Facebook. Some people use Facebook, but the ultimate, which is the common platform, we searched and we found that if we can develop the web-based platform on our own, so like a Baja Nepal, the people are already using the e-commerce platform for different applications, like for the retail, like for the some vegetables or for any products, they are using the platform. So why not to make such kind of platform only for the ethnomusically? Why not to target that niche market of the ethnomusic? Because nobody in this our country or in the South Asian region, nobody has done in this way. Why not to make a platform, common platform? So we thought about it, and this is the way to target all the customers. So the common platform we build up. So mainly to target customers.
So how does your platform overcome the problem of some of the people who might want to use it being illiterate. How does that work?
Yes, so we are collaborating with the Nepal Tourism Board and the ministry itself, cultural ministry itself. So the people, we are in the different, when you also search in the Google Baja Nepal, you can find out different links. The media, we are partnering with the media, Nepali media, and Nepali media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, through this all kind of social media, we are publicizing about our application. And so the many people are knowing about us, and words of mouth. And we are also, for the B2B model, we are also partnering with the different musical hotels and restaurants. And so this is also helping us to publicize our application and website, sir.
Okay, thank you. Nicolette, what would you like to ask? I think you're on mute at the moment.
I was wondering whether you might be able to give some examples of how ethnomusic has enriched and transformed the lives of communities in Nepal.
Life of how the ethnomusic will change the life of the people.
Or examples of how it already has, so that we can.
Yes, ma'am. So I told you about the hereditary ethnomusicians. They are the, some people go to schools, musical schools, and they learn, but the hereditary musicians are the discriminated community. We have the caste, like I'm a GC, and there's a Pasangi, the Sangtan, Uchol is a Sresht. We are a different caste, and there is a discrimination in Nepal in the basis of those castes. And some people are the upper caste, some people are the lower caste. So if we can use already they are the musician, the music is a great industry, right? But if we can use their hereditary skill, which they already have, and we can connect them with the market, then I think it will help for their economic prosperity. Their major point is that they are doing agriculture, but at least if we can connect to them events, then that can be the way to help them to earn money. And also we think that caste discrimination is mainly due to the economic situation. So if we can upgrade the economic situation with this music and their musical instruments, and if we can help them to sell their services and the products, then we can help them to upgrade their livelihood in that way. But also I said that females are also engaged in this music heritage. They are also hereditary musicians. So if we can connect them, then there will be like a gender equality. Even the females who are not educated, but who are just working as a housewives in the present condition, they can also get an opportunity to earn money. And as their male counterparts, they can also get an opportunity, and they can contribute in a family to earn money.
Adding a little bit to Sudarshan GC, we also have Newari communities in Kathmandu Valley that are playing musicians during the festivals, during the ceremonies, and they are also the opportunity where they can be helpful from the family background and from the cultural aspect. So that is what I want to add in.
And Newari is the caste, particular caste. Different caste are the different festivals. Always like I am a GC and I have a different wedding, and Pasang is the Sangtan. He's a Mongolian and he has a different kind of festival. So if we can connect them, the different, the GC people, the musician in the different field, and a Sangtan kind of musician in the different, then we can also help for the economic prosperity and also for the cultural preservation. So the culture is always related to the identity and the livelihood, we guess.
Okay, thank you. Henry, is this something you'd like to chip in with?
Yes, I'd love to. It's been absolutely fascinating learning about your project, which sounds amazing in terms of the work you've had to do to go out, to make connections, to find people and link up people. I was just thinking about your platform, and one of the biggest issues with digital platforms is power and control.
Yes.
Who gets what and who makes decisions about how it works. So I was wondering whether you were seeking to involve the musicians in decision making about the platform, and how you might go about doing that.
Sudarshan has frozen for a moment. I don't know if we've lost him.
Hopefully he'll come back.
Hopefully so.
Did he hear? I don't know whether he'd have heard that, I guess. I might have to repeat it when he comes back.
So I'd like to add a little bit on the question. So
Thank you.
in
Yes.
the part of decision making, we are involving from the very ground levels of who are going to be from the levels who are uneducated, who are illiterate. But the main decision is people who are also educated, mid-level educated, and also goes to the schools. So we are basically trying to bridge two gap of people. So one is illiterate people and one the people who are educated. So from our platform, basically we'll get the decisions about their heritages, about their culture, and one the decision is one who are culturally educated and also they are educated in terms of music. So basically we are trying to drive two forces together in our platform, so which basically involves a little decision making, little bit of decision making, but not all the maximum decision that will be given to all of the platforms.
So when you say there's a little bit of decision making that people can be involved in, I mean, I wonder how practically you can involve people. Obviously, you've, as far as I understand it, you've contacted people, you've recruited them as such, and you have their mobile telephone numbers so you can talk to them. But how could you go about having discussions about and keep them involved in the platform? Is that actually practically possible?
In terms of Sudarshan ji, she also mentioned previously that we are involved with the organizations, organizing bodies that are locally available since the decades. So since from years they were practically available of the cultural aspects, but they have come to a realization that web platform is needed, and that's the demand that has been created among the participants and among the musical entrepreneurs. So we are practically trying not to divide them as a musician, but try to bring them together in one open platform so everyone could be benefited.
Now, I can understand your objectives. I think you, it's just that I think you have a big challenge in terms of how you can actually involve the musicians practically in decision making about how the platform is run, so that they have a voice in it. And I can see it must be very difficult. Maybe later you could bring, when it's easier to travel and so forth, you could bring your musicians together to meet together at one point. Is that ever going to be possible or practical?
Since we have also thought about the virtual platforms to bring, since the pandemic, COVID-19 has hit us very hard. So we also trying to bridge a virtual platform where all the musicians can voice their unheard musicians and unheard talents that can be building as a cultural aspect. So we have thought about doing virtually, and also we have performed Facebook lives and Instagram lives on our platforms on how 2-3 musicians were involved in organizing the such platforms and heard the voices. So we have not thought much about how we can grow towards a virtual platform, but we are definitely looking forward to bring this platform in virtually and expand them in near future.
Can I just ask a question specifically about the COVID-19 aspect to this project? You say in your description of the project that many of the people who have been working in low-paid jobs in Gulf countries, who have since lost their jobs because of the pandemic, and you mentioned them as being you know, a group that you want to help support through this project. Is it the case then that amongst that group of former Gulf workers, there's a lot of musicians? Is that the thing?
Pardon, sir? Yeah, I just came, sir.
As our CEO Sudarshan GC. Okay, you can answer.
Yes, sure. Can you repeat the question, sir?
Yes, I was just asking about in the description of the project. You say that you mentioned the number of people who were previously working in Gulf countries in low-paid jobs who have lost their jobs because of COVID-19.
Yes.
Are you saying that amongst that group of people there is actually a lot of people who are musicians or you have potential as musicians or musical instrument makers?
Yeah, so the most of the people who are going to Gulf countries are the marginalized people from the rural Nepal, not from the cities, but from the rural Nepal. In the rural Nepal, those marginalized people are there. Most of the people are caste discriminated people who are already marginalized, discriminated with the time. And always the higher caste discriminated, dominated them. And they are most of the, not all, everyone, but most of them are means they are from the marginalized group. So we think that among them 100,000 people who have written back, and most of the people, not all the people, but most of the people know some kind of music and know some kind of musical instrument. So we are talking about that, sir. But there is no data. We contacted the music museum. We went to the ministry. Even they do not have the data because there is a contradiction. Whom to call the musician? Only the professional musician who are playing the musical instrument and going to different events who are very educated, because they call them musician. But the people who are marginalized, even they cannot call they are the musician. So there is no exact data. But according to our survey, initial survey, preliminary survey, we say that most of them are musicians. So at least, so our target is at least if we can connect the 10,000 musicians only for 5 years, then that will be enough achievement for us.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. Nicolette, is something else you'd like to ask? You're on mute at the moment.
I think I'll pass. Henry might have another question.
Henry?
I'm sort of, I've probably had all the questions that
Okay.
I can ask.
Can I just ask again about the platform? If I understand correctly, this platform is already in existence and being used.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, first we created a website and it didn't work well. And most of the customers thought it is a very difficult way because we made it on our one design. But so we are hiring the new people in our team of the computer engineers from engineering college, and we are rebuilding the website. And also we have a present website, but it is not as an e-commerce platform, just as to give the introduction. When you can bajanepal.com.np, when you go to that link, you can just get a simple website, but not as an e-commerce. But we are in a 1 month or 2 month period, we are also building it, because a lot of people, you are talking about this is a big initiative, but you don't have a simple website of the e-commerce. So people are also.
Oh, may have lost him again.
It would be really good to have a link to give an illustration of the sort of music that we could put up on our website as well, so people have an idea about what you're talking about.
Yes, that's a great idea. Would that be possible, do you think?
Yes, surely that's possible. So we'll be sending the link via email or via Zoom.
By email would be great. That'd be fantastic.
Okay. And my final question is just about who are the customers for the music that you're wanting to promote here? Are they all people who are likely to be living in Nepal, or are you aiming at an international audience, or what's your ambition on the demand side?
As per now, we have only basically looking for the market that's available in the valley, so Kathmandu Valley. So we
Right.
are basically trying to target among the Kathmandu Valley, but we also have our links with international agencies that can link up us with the international market. But as per now, we are only saturated towards the Kathmandu Valley people, and after few years, we will market over all around Kathmandu Valley and Nepal as well.
Okay. Out of interest, has this sort of Nepalese music, has it got outside Nepal? Has any musician got recognition and awareness outside Nepal?
One of our mentors and one of our advisors of our Baja Nepal is Naresh Prajapati, and he also won a Guinness World Record for making the maximum playing instrument, or maximum, that's madal or tabla, so maximum number with his hand. So this is one of our advisors. So that's one of the international credibility that our mentor has got us. So he also inspired us to make other people's like him to make Guinness World Record and international fusions. So this is what our plan also is, to move forward in international platforms.
Okay, great. Well, I think we was looking at the clock. I'm afraid we're going to have to finish there, but thank you very much indeed for your time and for explaining to us the project in more depth. That's fantastic. And we'll be back in touch with you in a few days' time with the outcome and the decisions about the next stage of the festival.
It'll be the end of the week.
End of the week.
Yes, sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
So thank you very
so
much
for having. Thank you so much for having us, and we'll surely.
Yeah, nice to meet you, and yeah, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
You're
bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.